They had still another round of rum and tonics. The National Security Advisor was enjoying himself and lifted his glass to salute them for the capture of the GPS unit and the big intelligence haul. "Too bad your agent recruitment went nowhere, but don't underestimate the power of a good idea. Let me tell you about Wurlitzer. He's in Afghanistan now. There's a tribal chief with 3 wives who controls passages in some hills. He's cool to us, just won't cooperate. Wurlitzer's visiting the village, asks about his family, and gives him 3 of your blue pills, 1 for each wife. Try these, he says. You'll like them." Well, it works. Wurlitzer returns weeks later to a warm reception and gets quality info on Taliban movements. Of course, the guy wants more pills and gets real cooperative. So, you see, pharmaceutical enhancements for warriors with slumping libidos is an interesting approach to making friends and influencing people. Then, not long ago, about 7:30 in the morning, I'm with the president, who's looking over summaries while listening to the daily intelligence brief. He gives a cackle. He's fascinated by the note on your plan to recruit a Chinese officer with a Viagra concession. "That's imaginative thinking," he says. "We should look into using that stuff." Well, the spooks hear about it, and the next thing you know, CIA gets Rand to do a study on the use of erectile enhancers in psych ops. The Science Foundation makes a grant to the anthropology department at Stanford on aggressive response to ego fragility and the male erection. You see, your recruitment idea in Tibet nearly worked, of course, but it gets the president thinking, maybe there's something big going on here. The First Lady weighs in to suggest social science funding on the theme of erectile dysfunction and misogynistic societies. So now there's an informal group, without a name, too embarrassing. The focus is erectile dysfunction and its relation to military violence. I kid you not. The president wants to know if we can subsidize free distribution of erectile enhancers in a few backward hotspots to see what it does. He wants to know if it will empower the ladies, like in that Greek play. He wants the Attorney General to tell him if it violates treaties on chemical warfare. Just thought the 2 of you would like to know what you've unleashed. There was a pause. Elsie spoke up. "Where exactly are you planning on testing the idea?" "Well, we're thinking of Gaza. NSA tells us the place has the world's highest hit rate linking to pornographic websites. Our guys think it's a good locale for an experiment. Sharia says nothing about erectile enhancers, but it does oblige a man to get his organ up for his wives. So we need to find the Arab Bob Dole. Any chance the 2 of you might want to run a cultural operation? 1-year contract?" "In Gaza?" she asked. "In Cairo, actually." "Well, it could be a behavior changer," said Ripp. "Create a new perspective and all. Make love, not war." He bowed slightly, palms together. "But we're retired." "Just thought I'd ask."